Hey everybody, welcome back to Dad Does Sports. We have another edition of the 5 things I learned from this past weekend's NFL games, and we're talking specifically about Week 8. First thing I learned is that Mike White, the Jets quarterback who got his first start last weekend, deserves to keep that job, even when Zach Wilson is healthy. Of course, this is assuming he continues to play well, right? What the former Dallas Cowboys 5th round pick from Western Kentucky in 2018 did against the Bengals was flat out awesome. It was his first NFL start. He threw for 405 yards, 3 TDs, and even caught a 2-point conversion just to top things off. He went 37 for 45. That's an 82% completion percentage in his first NFL start. That's the first time a Jets quarterback has thrown for 400 yards since, wait for it, Vinny Testaverde did it 327 games ago in 2000. I am so interested to see how his second game goes against the Colts on Thursday night. Second thing I learned, the Jacksonville Jaguars are worse than I thought, and I thought they were really bad already. I seriously thought their game against the Seahawks would be pretty competitive given just how brutal Geno Smith has been playing. But guess what? Geno Smith lit it up. He went 20 for 24, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 128.3 rating. Geno Smith, people! It's not a good sign when that dude looks like an all-pro against your team. I gotta call it right now. I don't think Urban Meyer remains the coach after this year. You know what's funny about this whole thing? It's crazy to think that just a few years ago, the Jaguars were just a few plays from playing in the Super Bowl. That defense they had was awesome, with Myles Jack and Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Bowie and Calais Campbell and others. And that team, remember, had Blake Bortles as its starting quarterback, and he hasn't even been on an NFL roster since 2019. He's not even 30 years old yet. You gotta wonder what we'd be talking about with the Jaguars if those players had been able to keep it together. Third thing I learned is that the Cowboys are better than I thought they were. No Dak? No problem. Enter Cooper Rush, throws for 325 yards, 2 TDs, and his first NFL start. Last year, no way the Cowboys win this game. They outgained the Vikings 419 to 278, led in first downs 23 to 17, and held the ball for 5 minutes longer. Again, all this with a guy making his first NFL start at quarterback. Let's not forget that defense, though. It's better this year. It's starting to become average, which is a lot better than awful, which it was last year. Trayvon Diggs has been everywhere, and Micah Parsons, their number 1 pick, is proving to be very, very capable. He actually leads all rookies with a pass rush win rate of 26.2%. But let's temper expectations. Let's not get carried away. This team is not in the same class as the Buccaneers, the Rams, and the Packers and Cardinals in the NFC. Fourth thing I learned is that the Detroit Lions are really bad. They made the 3-5 Eagles look like Super Bowl contenders. They're now 0-8. Jalen Hurts only had to throw the ball 14 times in that game. He only completed 9 of them for 103 yards, but that's because the Eagles rushed for 236 yards and 4 TDs. The Lions rushed for 56 yards. The Eagles held the ball for 10 minutes longer than the Lions. The Lions aren't going to win many games like that. Fifth thing I learned is that A.J. Dillon, backup running back to Aaron Jones on the Packers, would start for most teams. He actually had more carries and yards than Jones in the last game against the Cardinals. He had 16 carries for 78 yards. For the year, he's up to 309 yards to go with a 4.5 average. And he has 10 catches for 90 yards. In his rookie season last year, dude rushed for 242 yards with a 5.3 yards per rush average. And since the beginning, this is the best stat of his rookie year, he has the highest average yards after contact per carry in the whole league. Honestly, I thought Aaron Jones wouldn't be in Green Bay this year, and I was curious to see what Dillon could do as the main guy. I mean, Green Bay really has a nice problem here with having 2 really, really good backs. I hope they figure out a way to get Dillon more touches. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody.